what I'm expecting now, I'm not familiar with the Paragoomba pitcher. Is Paragoomba like one of the charge pitch changeup type guys, like where they're like switching up between the fastball and like the super like half charge, or is he just?
I think that you'll certainly see that.
Yeah.
But no, I think it's just the increase in the curve. It's and I do believe too, it's a like flip. Look at that.
Look at that.
Come
guy.
on,
oh man,
this guy's walking around with cameras.
He's just amazing.
But no, so I think it's just mostly the control, and I don't know if this is for sure, but also flipping of the handedness as well for instead of that default.
Okay.
I think that also might help. I don't know if Céz does that with Paragoomba specifically, but I think it is. It's a lot of that just that last second. I think the big thing with pitching in this mode, and I'm not the right guy to talk to about successful pitching very much, but it's just that last second miss. You know, if you can get just move it right at the last second, you cannot get it to hit the right part of the bat. Bowser didn't line that one up very well, but hits a nice single, and he got the blob.
Yeah, Bowser basically the one guy where that's not a reliable tactic, where you can't aim for sour spot on Bowser because it barely exists.
Yeah,
but otherwise, early swing gets a free strikeout. He was trying to maybe late charge, or I'm not sure.
Yes,
what happened there.
So another when in Starzon there's tech. The equivalent, I think, or like close to it, is the Joe Bunt, is the late charge.
Céz is really good at that.
Yes, very good. I would say Céz and Faceman are two of the best late chargers we've seen. And there's Peach, who just had a monster game on stream. I was wondering, Luigi got a little turned around there. Yeah. There was a fireball. Uh-oh.
There's a bottom of the ninth. It's Super versus
Turtle.
5-5. And something crazy just happened. Bases are loaded. Oh, no, we're sending the runner home. Sorry, you guys are getting some side commentary. Bases loaded, 2 outs, and a tie game, bottom 9 there.
Yeah, and then we have just getting started, so the action is thick. We've already heard the venue pop out about 4 times today. Golf, baseball, we got it all here at Scrims Esports Center in Lisle, Illinois.
Oh, yeah, it's an absolutely amazing weekend of Mario Baseball and Mario Golf.
Yes.
Coastal Tour.
If Turtle scores, he wins.
He got him. He struck him out looking with Magic Koopa. Bases loaded, and they're going to extra innings. So we'll keep you updated on that one. That's a hell of a game.
15 hits to 15 hits, tied completely across the board. Super playing another banger at a LAN. That's what he does.
I'll tell you what, man. Super's great. Love Super. We were talking a little smack before the tournament. You know, I was like, oh, you better hope you don't play me because you're going to take an L. And he's like, oh, well, you don't have to worry about playing me because we're not going to be on the same level. Like, you're going 2-3, whatever. And he's like a high seed. But I'm sitting here. I got 3-1. I'm 3-2.
Technically, within a weird 4, like you're in your weird buy zone.
I'm in a 4-2 level.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's Mr. Joe has returned because real life comes for us all.
Yeah, unfortunately. and the Dinger City fans around, they know that. They know that I'm there when I can be, and I love to be there, and I try to put on a show. And I think if I'm playing this game consistently, I can hang with the big dogs.
You are the founder of Mr. Joe's Baseball Show for a reason. Are you trying to be like a doctor or something? I don't
know. God, no. That's Cokes.
Okay, yeah, Cokes is the doctor. Cokes is the doctor.
No. I just do like data analytics.
Data analytics. Yeah. Totally real job.
Yeah, it's totally real.
It really is. But
it is unfortunately a real job. But I say this all the time about. I don't have that job currently. I'm in school. I have like a different kind of healthcare job. But I always say it about not my job necessarily because I work directly with people, but like people that work just with like spreadsheets and stuff, which will be me eventually. I just say they have fake jobs, because you're doing something and you're getting paid for. No, I'm not shaming it at all. It's just like your job. It doesn't actually exist. Your job's not actually doing anything. That'll be me. So again, no shade.
But that's what you want to get to, right? You eventually want to get that job where that's
I'm
what
doing nothing. I'm doing nothing. I'm sitting on my computer at home.
Hanging out.
I got Mario Baseball open one screen, the spreadsheet's open on the other.
There you go.
And it's a 3-hour workday.
And we no action so far in this one, but again, still just getting started. And I still think one thing, I did talk about big offenses from these guys, but it's going to be, these guys will take pitches. Both of these guys, they are going to wait for their pitch. That was a strike.
Wow, that is
paint. My goodness.
We have 1 hit apiece through 2 innings, and it's just, they know what they're doing. They know how to take their pitches, but they know how to make them too.
Yes, exactly. And I was Sam chugging a Red Bull there with his hair, and he looks like he's one of the 1,000 people we've seen at weddings and wedding parties this weekend. He looks like he could just blend right in with them, like he just finished up hanging out with them.
I said that when I saw him, I said it looks like he's a lawyer who might not be ready for his case.
Yeah, his hair's a little disheveled.
He's
got like a briefcase that's just overstuffed.
Yep, he's got the Red Bull, the tie's a little untied. No, but honestly, I love the look. I think he came to play, and I'm excited to see. He's got a lot of games to play.
Yes, he does.
So
Sam,
he's looking
of course.
Good at Stars Off, and this is Balla. Obviously, I'm sure Stars on.
Monty, we were talking about the Moon Man being able to just be able to get that slap down and setting things up with Ron here.
I think Super just took that game, it looks like.
Super takes the game. It was close, but Yoshi's not able to get Monty at second base. Bases are juiced now for Bowser with Chem. Super winning 7-5 in a thriller, extra innings there.
Yeah, I mean, a hell of a game. That's what we've had that all weekend. We had that Jason Remke Stars on game. That's one that's going to go down in infamy.
Yes,
that was a brutal one.
That's a tough one. First run of the game for Bowser. He doesn't leave the yard with the Chem. It's just a hard hit single into right field, opening up the scoring here. And now here's the blue blob in the top of the third here.
Yeah, this is the format where blue blob, besides the classic, where you're going to see blue blob get some love, because no star hit means no pop fly on PM. The power hits the same level with the max of 100, and the extra 1 point of speed is relevant.
And it really is, honestly. And Blob is trying to leave the yard. It's not going to be wall jumped in. It's just going to maybe be a single with how everything shook out. Yes.
Everyone thought that was going.
Yeah, that looked like it had a chance. Well, with Thwomps, not high enough, so maybe at least off the Thwomp there, because it's not hazardless like in Stars Off. Peach now, she has been a monster in this bracket, and really of late in the net play scene, of course, as well. And now in a big spot here. C's has got to settle in, get it out, and he's going to get bobbled. That's brutal. That prevents the double play. I don't think Bowser's getting back there in time. No. He's going to get a double play. Gets one out instead of that leading for that, so it's better than that leading to runs and such. But that's going to be, I think, good enough for a sack with that Toadette arm. It's going to carry Toadette back into the wall as well, for sure.
And I'll tell you what, if you can escape this, now it's far from over with King Boo up. If you can escape with this with only a couple of runs coming across, and that one's hit deep, that's going to get down. That's going to score one. Blue Blob rather is going to have to stop at third base, but King Boo comes through. Now they're not getting dicey, but you want to stop the bleeding now, especially with a threat like Boo, who can get around those thwomps here. That curved trajectory can get it done. He has the chemistry. This is a dangerous spot.
Very dangerous spot. Boo is really, really good in Stars On offensively. One of the best. And let's see.
Ooh,
that's going to be a great pitch right there. And again, it's a 4 spot. That's tough, but that's not insurmountable, especially when you're looking at this part of the order. You're going to be flipping it over here. If Luigi and Yoshi can start things off right, you got Boomerang Bro coming up, making this a 1 swing to making it a 1-run game. But got to get on, got to start doing the little things and start figuring out this Peach pitcher here, as we've hit not quite, but roughly the halfway point. High, deep, and far from Luigi. No wall jump. That's not going to go through the credit card swipe, at least.
Now, can you land the ball in front of the Thwomp? Is that possible for a home run, or does it have to go between?
I don't.
Is there any lip there?
I have no idea, to be totally honest.
Yeah, I don't know. It almost looks like there should be, but you know what? You're taking that leadoff double any day of the week, especially with Bro on deck. Yoshi pops that up to center field. Monty Mole going to settle under it for no jump catch, but he takes it regardless. Monty Mole with the pink face paint.
Yes.
Looking good. I like the pink grills on Paragoomba as well.
Yeah.
Here's Boomer, another curved trajectory character. He can absolutely send one here. An 0-2 count, though, so early ahead of the count. And he gets him looking.
Peach curves it back. Man, what a pitch. And here's Paragoomba trying to help himself out here with the start of 2-out rally. And I think he just might, because Ron is not going to make that play. And now we are looking at DK up, 2 runners on. 1 swing of the glove makes this a 1-run ball game.
Oh, wow. That was a dangerous pitch.
I guess there might be a world where you slap to get the Chem with Petey. But we'll see what happens here now on an 0-2 count going. Yep, looks like going with the slap, trying to make it a little bit more of a defensive style than the aggression. But I don't hate it with the PD Chem coming up next. And a grand slam will tie this ball game up.
Yeah, and the left fielder is not an all-star out there. He does have sliding catch, which is nice, but he's a bit of a slow character and another strikeout looking. We have so many backwards Ks today.
And big spots. Big spots. And Peach has just been able to find that last little bit of that plate to get that strike there. And now we got Seth in the booth there as well. So we even have the external factor here for Sam. with the crowd watching. Seth has entered the booth.
Oh, that is still Toadette. Not quite.
Is this? I believe Yoshi's on this team, but short. That's what's such a difficult part with the, like Yoshi's so good at shorts up. But sometimes you wish you just wish you could put Yoshi everywhere. Moonman trying to add his second base knock of the day. He is. Wario's gonna round, bobbles it, and it's gonna be an RBI single for Monty Mole here in the top of the 4th. XLR. I know you're loving that.
Sometimes it just feels like nothing's going your way, you know?
Right.
Sam puts up 4 runs. You hit into that, you almost get that double play on Bowser, not quite, and then Bowser sends one to the frickin' moon. It's between the thumbs, and he gets a 2-run homer. That is just brutal, like I was saying. Nothing going his way.
I mean, when you're talking about the definition of what you just said of this game, of things not going your way in this game, it's that where we were just talking about it's so hard to get it through this thing. It didn't work on Cézar's end. And then what does Bowser do? He hits one through, and he and he gets another run. I mean, there have been the people, and I know, you know, on Dinger City, Jason tries to spread the anti-Bowser propaganda. Nice little play for.
Sorry, we combated it every turn around here. We know,
because it's just like that guy's so good, man.
Oh, he's so good.
You can have King Boo Star, all this. I'm taking Bowser every time. If I went DK taking another one off the melon. You know, it is big bobble mode for a reason.
Yeah, it's true. A lot of bobbles. My Balla game also was it involved with some major bobbles. A good game with Corn Man I had. So it's part of the game, though. You can't complain about it. It's part of the game.
I swear there is something about Big Balla that bobbles are more. I don't know if it's because there's less stars and you know things don't. But it's just like there's something about that bobbles that happen way more in Big Balla.
Now I don't know if this is true, and I'm sure if it was, someone would know. Now, do charge swings have a higher bobble chances, or do they just have a chance to KO bobble?
I believe so, and the good news is we have the Wikipedia god in the chat here, Nooch, so he could probably let us know that. But I believe so, and there goes Monty taking off with that ball dash. Man, ball dash is so fun, but it is like when it works and it helps you, it's awesome. But it's just so many times you're like, man, I wish I could use this more. That's gonna what a play from DK! Another example of just how. I guess that wasn't C. So finally a little bit, but I mean, it just shows you, like, whoa.
Things can look so good off the bat, and speaking of good off the bat, that might sneak out. Oh, not quite. The thwomp actually triggered there, not that it hit, but not quite getting the curve there. If you hit that left thwomp in right field and then you curve into the center spot or center to right, you can kind of get around those thwomps, triggering the wrong one. But that time, a little too far over. But Boo now going to pop one up, but nobody's there.
Wow.
And that ball's going to drop. And, I mean, again, when it rains, it pours here for Cézar-ito. That is just brutal.
I don't know if that's a fielder swap thing. I mean, because I think both of those characters can make it. Paragoomba and Luigi not slow by any means.
It looks like he got dash glitched on center
that might have
fielder.
been that part of it as well. Nooch says higher bobble when the ball is moving faster, not necessarily charge versus slap, and another bobble.
That's interesting.
Right there. So when you're charging up and hitting that ball hard, that's probably the factor, especially when it's coming off the bat at probably 1,000,000 miles an hour. Monty, unfortunately, the speed not going to be able to get the double play to get out of that there. Now, back
no
against
runs allowed there is huge.
Back against the wall here, but if you can get back a little bit in this inning, crooked number ideally, you're making things this because I will say there's a huge benefit in the stars on modes to being the home team.
Okay.
I think when you in a close game, and this is probably for everything, but when Balla stars on, you're like, oh my God, Boo! But there is that fielder swap, and it doesn't go Cézar's way again. Where it just like you said, we've said it a few times, but the rain clouds continue to start dumping on Céz here.
Yeah, but you know what? Eventually something's got to give. The only issue is we play 7, not 9.
Yes, exactly.
So sometimes that something's not going to give till the next game, and right now there is no next game.
And Luigi here keeping things alive, at least starting off. Yes, that's right. This is a loser side, so loser of this will bow out at top 8.
A great performance nonetheless.
Right, of course. I mean, again, and folks, we can't emphasize this enough. I would say there's like only a handful of the top Mario Superstar Baseball players, active ones that we know of at least, not at this turn.
Absolutely.
I mean, if you were to take the net play power rankings, I'm pretty sure we're missing like 3 people.
Yeah.
And
Boomerang
Bro, curve trash, wall jump from Mario.
Mario.
He's shaking his head. He knows. He just can't even believe it.
But you know what? Good stuff from Sam. A really great play. You know, wall jump. While it has become like an expected maneuver, it is not the easiest thing in the world. You still have to time it right. And you know, the thing is, a mess up on a wall jump is a home run.
Yeah, and
so
it's the most costly mistake. It's one of the most costly mistakes that you can make, and especially adding the factor of curve trajectory in that as well. So no easy feat. And Bowser gonna get thwomped.
Ooh, okay. I think maybe going for a wall jump there potentially. Bowser gonna have to stop at second, but a lead off for a 1-out double there for Bowser for the blob coming up. Sam looking to add to his lead here, trying to make the mountain even steeper, and that is a perfect gapper for Blue Blob there. Bowser comes around to score an RBI single to make it an 8-0 ball game, and Sam, he's locked in. He's married to the game, and you know what? They're on their honeymoon right now. Absolutely. It's looking good.
And
what
DK,
a play for the
there it is, a huge DK diving catch. Maybe that's the momentum swing, but look at that, 14 hits to 4. Peach has been dealing in this one.
And Peach in Stars On is just such an upgrade because not only do you have a very solid pitcher, while in Stars Off she's definitely serviceable. I know a lot of people like her as like the 3rd best in a lot of people's eyes. But here with her home run potential, she really is just taken to another level.
That chem tree is so good too. I mean, you just add some stuff. I mean, for me, it's like I'm not going Toads if I don't have Peach, like ideally, but I'll go Toadette for the defense in Stars On and Balla. But Peach just becomes.
Could be a fireball.
No, not cool. Whoa, that was close there on that one. But no, I think Peach might. I don't know if we can quantify it, but Peach might be the character that becomes the best, like the best gets the most elevated when you turn Stars On.
I think I would agree with that. Just off the top of my head, that feels like the biggest upgrade you get with the star. Yeah. And C's trying to make something happen here. 2-2 count, bottom of the 6th inning. He strikes out looking again. I mean, the pitching has been spot on for Sam, and he's looking to drive a couple more nails into this coffin for Cézar-ito. An 8-0 lead. The mountain is steep, and it's not quite getting steeper.
Oh,
it's
no,
getting steeper.
Get out of here.
Hold on. Oh,
no, get out of here.
That's honestly, like, I know it may have looked on the screen like he should have just recovered that, but the characters do something weird when you come out of like a bobble animation where they like slide across the ground almost, and he just didn't quite get into the spot. It's really hard to do that correctly.
You don't have the
sometimes
proper.
You can't even do it.
Right, and you definitely don't have the proper control of your character, and you saw the expression on C's face where it was just like, you got to be kidding me.
That's over the wall.
And that's a 2-run shot.
Yeah, it's a 10-0 game now, and Sam, he's looking to punch his ticket to the top 6 bracket, and I'm going to be honest, it's a hard ask for Cézar-ito here.
And it is not mercy territory at this point because it is the final inning of this one, maybe unless we see one of the greatest comebacks of all time.
Yeah. Paragoomba having a rough day. You know, there's the Cy Young. He comes to slice and he gets a bit exposed.
Yep, unfortunately in the big moment, and of course. Again, it's not the only thing that's happened, but this game has a habit of someone gets the brakes and someone gets the brake speed off of them, and I think we've seen that here. All right, we've said it before, we'll say it again. The journey, 1 step, 1,000 miles.
Here we are.
10 runs. Got to get going here. Got 3 outs to do it. Got 2 outs to do it.
That's brutal. Yeah, that's a good play from Wario, and now not the ideal part of the lineup, but the thing is, you're going to have to see these characters multiple times. Toadette going to ground out to Wario. Wario with back-to-back plays here in the bottom of the 7th, and tournament life on the line for Cézar-ito. It's all up to the man himself, Luigi.
You know he can do it.
You know he can.
And Steely Dad in the Baltimore and Buddies Twitch chat saying that Sam needs a fedora and glasses to complete the Blues Brothers.
Blues Brothers.
Is what they're going with there.
Absolutely. And you know what? Luigi, he does what he can do. He keeps the game alive, and that's all you can ask right now. You're going to have to get, like, 11 straight guys on base, but unfortunately a fly out to left field is going to end the game and the tournament for Cézar-ito. Samn advances to losers top 6.